Hey, it's the Empire, Geobox Empire, Backshore Boxing. Nah, man, two-time heavyweight champion, WBC current undefeated British superstar fighter, heavyweight phenom, Britain's pride, Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, man. He was supposed to be fighting Deontay Wilder in August, man. It did not happen. He caught C19, and there's been speculation that will Tyson Fury do it again? Will the fight be delayed again? And Tyson Fury had some problems with his newborn baby, man. It was horrific. It wasn't alive for 3 minutes, the baby, and they had to resuscitate the baby. But now the baby's doing well. During that whole fiasco, Tyson Fury's father, said that Tyson Fury has to deal with family. Family comes first. This is just boxing. The boxing world can wait. Tyson Fury came out and said that, nah, man, everything's good now. Then we're going to continue with the Deontay Wilder fight. Not only that, but we only got a 7.5-week training camp, and that's enough for the big dosser. Now, this is a really big deal coming from Tyson Fury, man. Understand that Tyson Fury, you know, the thing is with Tyson Fury is, when I thought Tyson Fury, I was thinking about yesterday, and it's just like the story about the boy who cried wolf. But this is not any boy. This is the Gypsy King. It's the king who cried wolf. My boy Tyson Fury, man, the first cry, the lie, was that Deontay Wilder, he didn't need to fight Deontay Wilder because he can move on to bigger and better things, the Anthony Joshua fight, right? And that's what led to the arbitration with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. And we all know Tyson Fury spent millions upon millions of dollars trying to get out that fight. Millions upon millions. And he ended up losing the case, right? Which had the trilogy go on to fight for August. That's the first lie, right? The second lie was Tyson Fury, weeks before the fight, catching C19 because, my boy Tyson Fury, he was over here in Vegas partying it up, buying expensive cars, hugging fans with no mask, and doing the most, right? In America, traveling back and forth with the adulterated form of C19, which most people don't buy, right? That's the second lie. And the third and final lie, the final straw, was Tyson Fury's not going to fight because of matters outside of the ring. Now, Tyson Fury didn't make that up. It was John Fury who said that. But this is the story that America has in place on its people. The boy who cried wolf. It was 3 lies that really got the kid eaten by the wolf after the third lie. And who's the wolf? Well, the wolf is Deontay the Bronze-Born Wilder, man. The wolf in Wilder is coming for his mill. And no one's going to listen to Tyson Fury's play on sympathy. He loves playing on people's sympathy. And he wants people to relate to his horrible, horrible problems in life. Tyson Fury, seemingly being at the top of the world, achieving things that most people can't even get opportunity to do, i.e. fighting for the heavyweight championship of the world, not once but twice. Something that Dillian White has never even got to even approach. He has never fought for a title before. And he's fought in former world champions, many of them, like WBA regular champion Lucas Brown, former WBO champion Joseph Parker. The list goes on and on. But Tyson Fury, being on top of the world, has always seemed to have problems outside the ring, keeping us from getting inside the ring. His biggest problem is outside obstacles to really showcase his skills, So that being said, man, this is a big problem with Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, and no one's really believing him anymore. People were trashing him really bad after that C19 fiasco, because this isn't the first time that a top-ranked fighter has pulled out with that excuse, right? Teofimo Lopez was the first one to do it, and he did it, and he was in Italy. He was on vacation. You know, it's just really weird that every time these top-ranked fighters are getting caught, it's always on some type of vacation. It always looks suspect. You know, now people they're catching it, but to do it on vacation before the biggest fight of your career, you know, it's just real suspect. Why are you even in Vegas weeks before your fight, partying and getting exotic cars and hugging fans with no mask on, who you cost $219? It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So it seems as though Tyson Gypsy King Fury has lost favor with the public, much like the kid did. That the boy who cried wolf lost all credibility. He was still talking, but no one was listening. And this is the same thing with Tyson Fury. He's talking, but no one's really buying his antics anymore. It's old. It's old hat. We already seen this before. Already seen this episode. And you know me, I don't like watching reruns. I want to see something fresh, something new. And finally, October 9th, this fight will be happening, and we can all get this settled, and we're gonna see what happens with Tyson Fury and Deontay the Bounce Bomber Wilder. Now, we have been seeing Deontay Wilder train, and we've seen him move forward. We've seen his career move forward. We've seen him training. Tyson Fury, it seems as though he's regressing. Usually you see these fighters with their trainers. You see Deontay Wilder with his trainer, Malik Scott. You don't see with Tyson Fury with any of his former trainers. You don't see him with Sugar Hill. He's still in America right now. He has not went to the UK to train with Tyson Fury. You don't see him with his old trainer that he fought with the first time, right? You don't see him with Freddie Roach. You don't see him with any trainer. In fact, the only person you see Tyson Fury with is his own father. And can his father train better than Sugar Hill? I don't think so. I just don't think so. Or Freddie Roach? No, it's not going to happen. So it seems as though not only is Tyson Fury not really ready, that he might be getting himself in shape, quote unquote, but does he have a boxing trainer? Who's this trainer training him right now? Right? He says he's at 7.5 weeks, but not only does he have to prepare for Deontay Wilder, what's his game plan? Is he just gonna improv it and just make it up as he goes along? You know, we're gonna see. You know, John Fury, Tyson Fury's father, is not a fan of the crunk style. You know, he thinks that can only work one time. That come forward, impose yourself style, because when you try to go for a knockout, what happens is you end up getting knocked out. So that being said, man, we're gonna see how this whole thing plays out with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. We're gonna see what style Tyson Fury imposes. There's been a lot of controversy with the hand wraps, and can he generate the same amount of power and impose himself on Deontay Wilder like he did the second fight? There's extreme doubts. I don't think so. I just don't think so. He's gonna have to box and move around the ring, because Deontay Wilder, he's been training for a brawl, not even an inside fight, a brawl. And understand that I talk about all the time, Tyson Fury is taller than Deontay Wilder. So Deontay Wilder is ready to get underneath Tyson Fury and work the body. Something that I'd never seen anyone do before. No one's ever worked Tyson Fury's body and put that work in real early. You know, Tyson Fury is notorious for being extremely big. And will that affect Tyson Fury? Especially if he's getting himself in shape. You know, the ironic part is, the more in shape and the more weight Tyson Fury loses, the easier he's more prone to getting hit with body shots then, because he's been dropping weight, right? And people who drop a lot of weight really quick, they're prone for body shots. So either way, is either Tyson Fury is going to lose a lot of weight and be vulnerable to the body, or he's going to stay big and just gas out quicker. But it doesn't look good for Tyson Fury right now. The king who cried wolf, man. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. I thought it was a really big deal. 7.5 week training camp. No real trainer in sight, not a notable one. And it looks like his training camp is in limbo right now. Apparently Tyson Fury has all yes men around him, which I think Tyson Fury needs, because we all seen what happened when he had the Vladimir Klitschko fight. He won the fight, and he had a mental breakdown. Tyson Fury is not the kind of guy you doubt in this camp, because if you doubt him while you're in this camp and you show reality to him, it might mentally break him. We don't know how strong Tyson Fury is. We know he's mentally weak. Right? He's always talking about having mental health problems, and he's battling it every day. So he's having his own demons with himself. He's arguing with his own mind that this outside force is imposing himself on him, it might break the kid. So, you know, John Fury is mad that people are happy around him and hyping up this guy. It may have made Tyson Fury believe in his own hype. But, you know, I'm not sure how much adversity Tyson Fury can really take personally. I think he needs yes men around him. Having too much adversity in his camp, showing him reality might break the guy mentally. I don't know. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. The King Who Cried Wolf. You guys like that title? Took me a second to think of that title. It just hit me, guys. It just hit me. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace. Geoboxing.